Long time no see, lads. What is going on? Welcome back to my Sorare 26 journey, episode 15. I have taken a little bit of a international break hiatus from uploading. The reward videos kind of stopped because I didn't really win anything really over the international break, like card-wise or anything. And then two, I wanted to sort of experiment a little bit over the international break and see what I could turn 2,000 essence into, or roughly, which I won in the last sort of domestic game week. I can't remember the exact number that game week was, but whatever that was, I think it was 25 maybe. Let's have a look. It wasn't maybe it was game week 25, 26. No, yeah, game week 25. Yeah, it was this one here. And yeah, I won 1,000, nearly 2,000 rare essence. I won a little bit of limited essence as well. I think I gave the cards away in that one. From the limited essence, like any limited essence I win, I basically just give those cards away. And then I won a bit of super essence. I did craft a super rare, which I'll get into. It ended up being an Oviedo player, which was nice. But yeah, I basically, was gonna try and see, or what I did see was what I could turn, 1,900 rare essence, using arena over the international period, because we have like the elite arenas where you have to spend 1,000 essence to enter, but you can get into golden ones where you can win 15,000. Like, I was just trying to experiment over these last 3 game weeks, what I could turn that amount of essence into. So yeah, I'll sort of show you and tell you about those results in today's video. But yeah, lads, welcome back. Hopefully you didn't forget me, because yeah, I haven't uploaded for like over a week, definitely over a week. But yeah, international football's sort of done now, after tomorrow, I guess. Game week 29 begins in 22 hours. There's loads of new things that have happened on Sorare in this 2-week period, I guess, over the break. One being, there's a couple of dual connect competitions going on. So the League Un competition, which is still running, that finishes this weekend. Like, I've still got a ton of you guys that I need to redeem myself. Basically, I had a tough start to League Un duos like before the international break, but I've got one more chance, as is everyone else, who is my duo, to win the $10 and stuff. So that should be fun. And then they yesterday, I think, released a La Liga duos and an Eredivisie duo. So I'm big playing the Eredivisie. If you watch the videos, I've been playing Eredivisie all season. I do actually have a limited Excelsior stack, but I have enough rares to like easily play down in limited as well. So yeah, I've already played it, but if anyone hasn't played Eredivisie and wants to play and be my duo, you'll win. I think you'll win $50. If you've not played, I'll win $10 if we both hit 380 points this weekend or next weekend. I'm not going to play the La Liga duos. Sorry to disappoint. I don't have any La Liga limiteds. I have one La Liga rare team. But yeah, I'm all duoed out. I did the Bundesliga one. I'm happy to try and hit this Ligue 1 duo one this weekend, and same for the Eredivisie. So if you're into the Eredivisie, into Ligue 1, and you haven't played those comps yet, use the links below, and we'll win money. Basically, we'll each win money if we both hit 380 points. That's out the way. Sorry, I've updated a few UI things which are pretty cool. We'll get into all that. But first, I guess we'll get into the experiment over this international break as far as the essence accumulation challenge goes. And yeah, game week 26 then was a midweek, so we've got midweek, weekend, and then this midweek to like sort of win. I did have a chance to win essence. So as you can see, that just under 2,000 essence, I turned that into 5,000 essence and 1,500 XP, thanks to this first place finish in Arena Elite 26. So this is the in-season version of Arena. I had Rosales, I had Vyson. I did go out and buy Soria, Flores, and Najar MLS cards, obviously, so it's still technically in season, for like I think £10 maybe. And I did pretty well. I managed to win it by 29 points, and that was 1,000 essence to enter, and then 5,000 sort of back. I won a bit of XP from this Elite Arena, so I spent another 1,000 essence in this one. My Albania stack came in, I just didn't have the right captain, sadly, and Damari Gray, massively let me down. Cherky did start that one, and then this was a bit of under 23, a little bit more Arena. I did a limited one and a rare one here, again, just hitting a bit of XP, and then my I think I cancelled this because No, I didn't cancel it, sorry. Bastoni didn't even get off the bench in that first game, which was a killer. So yeah, I basically turned, just under 2,000 essence into sort of 5,000, as you can see. Rolling that over then to the weekend, I got really lucky here. So that 5,000 essence, I don't know if I spent every sort of penny of it, but I definitely staked quite a lot of it. We'll go through it all now, and as you can see, I came out with just over 6,000 essence, but a good amount of XP is baked into that as well. And that's one thing, like, you shouldn't really understate. I'm not saying like XP is better than essence. I'm not saying there's a conversion or anything, but XP is really, really valuable. And obviously, if you finish 4th and 5th in arena, you do win XP, whereas the top 3 places obviously win essence. So like at worst, like if I'm entering these arenas, like at worst, I'm looking to hit some XP because yeah, it's so valuable for leaderboard cash, even streak cash as well. To differentiate your card's XP versus other people's. Obviously that doesn't matter for streaks, but if you get what I'm saying. So yeah, if I can make more essence than I sort of staked and have a chunk of XP on top, it's a double bubble. It's a win-win. So yeah, I got really lucky with this. I'll tell you why. So as you can see, I got into 2 golden arenas, elite arenas, which would have been 15,000 had I won. And these were like double game week, so it was a bit of a clusterfuck of situations. I was 9 points off hitting the 3rd place. Like top place would have been 15,000. And I put 2 in the same one because I noticed there was 2 golden, or like I got into one and noticed it was golden, so I was like, let me just put both of my teams in there. It didn't really work out. I then did a normal elite one, which didn't go well either because of the Portugal defensive stack, alongside some, La Liga 2 duds not doing their job. And then I did finish first, luckily, in an elite arena 26 the Welsh boys alongside Christian Eriksen there. But this was really lucky because I think I had an Opta adjustment. I was in second all weekend basically, and I think Ethan Ampadu had like 9 points added. So yeah, got super lucky with the Ampadu, which resulted in a second place finish going into first. I think I need to refresh this, which is a big jump, right? Like you're going from winning 2,500 essence into 5,000, obviously staking 1,000. So yeah, I was gonna be like not way down, but let's say I staked 5,000 essence in this game week. I was probably gonna leave with like 3,500, so I would have been net 1.5k down. I won a bit of essence from U23 as well, as you can see there, just over 500. And then normal arenas, I did win a couple of these bits of XP, and yeah, it was just about like just not using my cards that I would normally use in All-Star. Like as you can see, I did play like 1 or 2 All-Star lineups, as you can see here. And I think I got rid of this one because I think like the Welsh team played first and Brennan didn't do too much, neither did Brooke, so I was like, let me just take those out, use the Portuguese defensive stack. It didn't work out, of course, in arena. That's just part of it. Like it's not always going to work out. And yeah, we managed, luckily, by the skin of our teeth, to be sort of net positive essence there. And going into this game, because as we're in right now, finishing tomorrow, we've got, we're projected right now just under 8,000 essence. 250 of that is super rare from All Star, and then 7,500 mainly from arena. So as you can see here, I spent 2,000 essence on these 2 lineups, resulting in 500 XP. Not a great return there. U23 is sort of still to play. Ramos Mingo I've got as captain today, so that might go up to about 1,000 essence because I'm only 80 points away as my captain. So if he does sort of well, that could turn into another 750 essence there. But then as you can see here, a couple of nice first place finishes thanks to the heroics of the Welsh 7-1 victory against North Macedonia. Sees us play Bosnia in the playoff in March, and then if we win that, we play either Italy or Northern Ireland. Kevin Molino's last game for Trinidad got me over the line in that one as captain. And then as you can see here, I did win a golden arena, 1,500 essence, Kevin Molino again as captain. A bit of a Haiti stack. Like I did buy a few of these players like during international break, a lot of classic cards of course. Vyson DMP'd like he was ill before the game or something. I kind of missed that one. And yeah, Cherry absolutely stunk the place out. And then I ended up getting rid of my gold. Like I had a golden arena here, but Sealy DMP'd, like he was on the bench and he just didn't come off the bench for Trinidad. So I turned Piton and Jardim And then a couple players up here. Who did I take? Oh, I took Barriel from here, and I turned them into just an arena that I made yesterday for 100 essence. I'm currently in 5th with Depay to play. I don't know whether that'll really grab much more essence. It might finish like 2nd or 3rd. Yeah, I'm 68 points away from 2nd. I might hit 2nd there if I'm lucky. But yeah, with the under 23 as well, that projected rewards could even increase. I think obviously could decrease if people take me over in certain places, but a lot of it's sort of locked in now just with the lack of teams playing. So yeah, I know it's not sort of finalized yet, but in theory, oh yeah, and I kind of forgot, I do have a bit of, so I have 3,000 essence right now sitting there. So if we just say, take, what's happened right now, or, take what, the projected rewards is right now, let's just call it 7,000 essence or whatever, and rare, added to the 3,000, I've basically turned 2,000 essence into 10,000 essence in 3 game weeks, effectively. Obviously, there's a little bit of All-Star in there as well, but not a ton, as you can see. Actually, I think it was just U23, 500 essence worth, but as I said, I just sort of got rid of that there. So, sort of quick math-wise, yeah, you're looking at nearly, just under 2,000 essence turned into 5,000. But there's a bit of luck on the way as well, like with that Ampadu correction and stuff. Like, had that not happened, I probably wouldn't have gone as sort of hard in this midweek, as you can see, because I just wouldn't have had the essence to sort of do it. And so, yeah, sometimes you just do need a little bit of luck to sort of carry you through. And then, yeah, what am I going to do with the essence? I honestly don't know right now. Like, obviously, I'm going to use it probably for a crafting video, like a 10,000, essence crafting video, something like that. Or I continue my sort of arena journey, I guess, during the domestic games and stuff over the weekends. But, some weekends I'm busy, some weekends I'm not. So, like, I'm not sort of able to play arena on weekends sometimes, but I just was able to over these sort of last couple of weeks or so, or last week or so with the international break. And so yeah, you do need time to play the arenas, because you need to wait for lineups to come out. You need to hold players back and not play them in. You can play them in lineups still and cancel the lineups, but if you don't play them in the lineup, you don't have to cancel lineups. You don't have to get relegated, for example. So I found it really, really fun during the international break, because I do have a lot of sort of international cards. Being a Welsh fan and whatever, like I just do have a lot of those, and then Haiti stacks and Trinidad stacks. I've got all sorts going on, but we don't have another international break now until March. So yeah, the options are sort of roll that 10,000 and see if I can turn that into, like, I don't know, 20,000 essence or whatever, or craft basically, or maybe both. But I haven't really decided that yet. But yeah, building a bit of a balance, which is something I'm not really used to doing. I'm normally degenning into to crafts left, right, and center. And as I said earlier on, I did degen into that super rare craft, and I did win a Xavi Lopez, who is of course an Oviedo boy. I've got 6% collection on him because of obviously collection bonus and stuff. He's not unbelievable, as you can see. He's on loan from Sociedad, rated pretty highly. He's only got into the team over the last few games, so yeah, it's an interesting one. Like, I'm actually quite tempted to maybe even play him this weekend as my defender in La Liga. As you can see, I did make a few buys over the international period. I bought in a Dan James, not to play Premier League. I don't play Prem, Super at least. And then I bought a Jacob Bijol as well. I think I traded for this one. I can't remember. Oh, I got it from Pavel. Yeah, I got rid of a couple of Ligue 1 limiteds I used for the duos comp, and a bit of cash, 15 quid to get Bijol in, because I did play. I don't know if I showed you I played a super rare arena, game week 26 maybe? No, it might have been game week 27. Let's have a look. Yeah, this one here. So I was really excited about this lineup. A couple of Welsh boys. I captained Bijol and he was the worst scorer, which was gutting. Salah didn't score very well. And Vargas just proves to be my best super in La Liga right now, even on international break. So yeah, that was gutting. I was 12 points away from winning a bit of XP, 43 points away from essence. And the annoying thing with super is, for the international break, you can't wait for the lineups to come out. Like, you have to do this before the game week. I luckily got into a golden one, but sadly, of course, didn't come out with anything. I will sort of talk about my Sorare 26 tracker as well, because the last domestic game week, which was that game week 20? No, game week 25. Sorry, I did win a bit of cash in from La Liga mainly, or actually maybe just La Liga. Thinking back now. So I hit a streak in limited. I don't know why I was playing limited La Liga because I had some of the players from like the wheels and stuff. I don't have as many anymore. I think I've sold quite a few of them off because you had to wait 14 days and stuff. Where's it to? I had like I didn't have a good week from like a streak perspective here, but I did hit. Have I missed La Liga or am I just being blind? Normally the little scroller things by here, but I can't really see it right. Oh, there we go. Yeah, sorry. I did finish 7th in La Liga Super Rare thanks to Llorente, Yamal, Vargas, David Costas, and of course Aaron Escandel, the La Liga GOAT right now. So yeah, that $500 was huge because yeah, Llorente helped get like 20% of that because he's a classic unique. And then yeah, that obviously goes into the tracker. And yeah, I'm sort of pleased to announce that. What is it, 2? We're finally in profit, lads. It's taken 12 or 13 game weeks or so to be in the profit as far as what we spent and what we've won. Now this doesn't take into account like classic cards I've bought and stuff. This is just in season Sorare 26 cards, and that's the current state of it. I haven't like fully updated it in the sense of like, for example, I haven't put like the £27 that I spent on Dan James, for example, even though like I'm not using him as a Sorare 26 card at all, but he kind of is, so like he will be put on there somewhere. And I paid £5 for a Motherwell collection piece. Like there is cards that are a little bit loose, but that shouldn't take me under the 100%. I just haven't had time to update this yet. But we're at least evened at this point, if not a little bit in profit after we've added everything in. But yeah, mental. It's been an absolute whirlwind so far. As far as like the breakdowns go, we're sort of in profit in the Eredivisie Rare. We are in profit in Challenger Rare. In profit in Ligue 1 Rare, just about. We're definitely not in profit in La Liga Challenger Super Rare. We're way down over there. And then for Eredivisie Super Rare, we are up as well. La Liga Super Rare, we're finally in profit thanks to that. That last game week 25 sees us £100 odd in profit. La Liga, we're not in profit, although we've barely spent anything bar the Cucho. And then we're not in profit either in Bundesliga. But I've got a right mind maybe to just sack Bundesliga off. Like I'm not, after I traded the Mittelstadt away for the Marcos Llorente unique, like I've just not really got the minerals really, nor do I have really the interest maybe in like actually pursuing Bundesliga. Like I'm only doing it because I won that Danny Ramage, and I've got him up for sale right now just in case anyone buys him. He's only like 30 quid or whatever. But yeah, I just haven't really got the appetite for Bundesliga right now. I'm quite happy with the La Liga setup. Like there's a couple of good players here. Obviously the Cucho I bought, Kobasi I crafted, Ariza Balaga and stuff. So yeah, I'm pretty happy to sort of see if I can, just just luck my way into a La Liga streak. As you can see, I've not won anything from La Liga nor Bundesliga Rare yet. So yeah, Challenger Super Rare is the one where like I'm really behind. But everything else has been a massive success so far. Obviously, Belgium, you could argue, definitely wasn't a success either, although I sort of gave up on that. But yeah, buzzing. Like, it feels like the pressure's off in a way. And, like, I didn't spend this amount, like, beginning of the season. This is, like, through wins and, like, putting, just not withdrawing or anything and putting the money back into other players. So it's kind of, like, snowballed, if that makes sense. Like, beginning of the season, I think it was at, like, I don't know, maybe 2,000 spent. I don't know exactly, like right at the beginning. But yeah, it's kind of like turned wins into more cards and sort of accumulated that way. And like I said, going back to like the sort of essence, like let's say I end up with 10,000 rare essence now. Like I'm not really like clucking to craft in a way, because I'm not saying I have every card, because I definitely don't. Like I don't play it everywhere. Like I don't have any real Premier League cards or anything. These are just some of the international buys, like I mentioned, I was sort of degenning into. A couple of them are technically in season. Like I traded for this cherry. I got rid of a whole bunch of limiteds that, like I said, from the wheel I was waiting for them to be eligible to be traded, so I just got rid of all of them and £4 for an in-season cherry. I have a couple of classics of him. And yeah, I bought a couple of Ericssons. This is just some of the degenning that I've done over the international break. Like, I'm not saying I've done this, the essence, like the 2,000 to 10,000. I haven't done it with just players that I, owned already. Like, I did buy a couple of players. These were under 23 buys. Satalo I traded in. Dan James I bought for £4. So yeah, there has been a decent amount of degenning. I bought a couple of Leeds players, which is funny now. Obviously, they're Welsh players, but I've never owned a Joe Rodon. Obviously, Ampadu's pretty new to the platform. I did buy a couple of Dan Jameses. And yeah, I'm just happy to say, like, I basically own almost every Welsh card now. And it's funny, because I have a Lucas Perry classic card, obviously the Leeds keeper. So I can basically play a Premier League lineup now, which is funny. It's almost it's a Welsh Leeds stack with Perry and David Brooks, effectively. I'll use that for some, XP collection. I'm not expecting it to hit any streaks or anything. And yeah, we've got a massive game week to look forward to this weekend, game week 29, of course. I haven't built anything out as of yet, completely clean slate. And yeah, I'm excited for it because Sorare have actually updated the lineup builder, and they're now showing odds. And I've seen some, I'm really happy that they're showing odds personally. And I'll show you the example now if you've not seen it. But as you can see here, it'll tell you the betting odds effectively of Betis versus Girona, who the favorite is, 60% win percentage for Betis. On paper a good fixture for them, or so the bookies think anyway. And of course, this was always on Sorare data and stuff. Inside, I've got it as well. But I do think it makes a lot of sense to have it on Sorare. It does sway opinion on who you should pick or not, but I think it's an informed sway. Whereas for me, the starting percentages, of course, they come from inside, and they're from just regular people that watch football and play Sorare, right? And no disrespect to them, experts or whatever. They do the best work they can, but ultimately it's completely out of their control who picks the 11. They're just giving you the percentages of who they think the manager will pick, which is the best we can do, right? But I'm not saying I'm completely against it being on Sorare. I'm not saying I'm completely for it, but I think having the odds, the sportsbook odds, I'm way more in favor of that than the showing the starting percentages on here. I'm quite happy for them both to exist, but I've seen some people say both shouldn't exist and all this stuff on Sorare natively. And like I said, they were always on Sorare data, so you didn't have to have them on here, sort of thing. So yeah, that's just a little sort of talking point, whatever, in the community and stuff. But I think having the odds on here, natively, is really nice. I don't have to go over to Inside or go over to a sports book and check the odds. For me, it's a massive positive. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comment section. I won't be annoyed if you disagree or anything. Yeah, really interested to hear your thoughts if you think it helps you or whatever. But for me, I think it's a massive help. Having to look at the sportsbook odds and stuff. But anyway, let's get into some lineup building then for game week 29, I believe. Aaron Escandel as our goalkeeper as always. And then I said I might be using Javi Lopez, didn't I? Because David Costas, like I said, I'm getting swayed here a little bit by the percentages, but he isn't fully nailed to start, which I do agree with. And so for that reason, a part of me really wants to go with Mingueza, to be honest. He's away, he doesn't really correlate with Escandel. Obviously, they don't play for the same team or anything, but he does have that peak ability. And they're playing Deportivo. It's not not the hardest game in the world. It's not the easiest, but it's definitely a game I see Mingueza doing well in. And he's got pink hair. Why wouldn't I pick him? So let's go with Llorente, Yamal, and Fornals. Always captain Yamal. We get the 2% bonus on top of that, which is that's a bit loud. Which is always nice. We'll move into the rare stuff. Like I might have already mentioned, I'm not playing the La Liga duos comp for this weekend or next weekend. I don't really have the limited to do it. Obviously, I could play my rares down, but yeah, I'm only doing Eredivisie and finishing off Ligue 1. I want to conquer Ligue 1. I don't want that to sort of cast a cloud over my abilities on Sorare, because last game week was terrible for Liga and duos, and I don't want to let other the people who have trusted in me to be their duo partner. So that was what we're going to go in with for La Liga. And yeah, like I said, I just don't want to let you guys down who have joined forces with me over there. So that's La Liga done. Let's go into Ligue 1 then. I'll show you what I'll do for my main two teams, and then we'll see what the league the limited duos team will look like. So Klaus is playing against his ex-club Marseille, which is pretty fun. Midfield's a bit bleak, but Thomason could come in as our classic card there. Up front is basically Diop, isn't it? And then I need an extra in-season player. Mangala Sarr against Strasbourg, I don't mind it, but obviously doesn't play for the same team. As he's not part of the Nice defensive stack, but I'm not completely against that. I do have a Mendy, which I could use for the sort of synergy there, but I don't know. I just don't rate him. But it is 260 on the dot, so maybe that sways me. Let's go with Mendy there. And then for the second lineup, this will probably have to be a risky Philip Cohn defensive stack here with Monaco because I'm not convinced that he plays or starts, this weekend, just because, yeah, Herdecki is, I think, back. So, yeah, that does worry me a little bit. But we'll put that in as the secondary lineup. If it hits, it hits. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And then moving over to limited then for the 380 points, I've gone with the Brest backup. Lucas Hernandez in defense. Aaron Donham as my classic smasher. I've got this Ludovic Ajorc, I don't know how to pronounce it, but he's been not great, but a good fixture at home to Metz. I do fancy him to do pretty well. And then I do have Christian Caceres Jr. there. So 2 Toulouse players, 2 Brest players, and of course Lucas Hernandez for PSV, I was going to say PSV then, PSG. So this is the rig going out to hit that 380 points for you guys. I know some of you guys that watch this have teamed up with me, and I really don't want to let you down. So that's how the Ligue 1 setup is going to look. So that's Ligue 1 done. I do have a little Premier League team now, thanks to the Welsh Leeds boys and a bit of David Brooks. Obviously, I degened into a bit of an in-season Welsh stack. I've had the Darlows for a while, but I've had Lucas Perry for ages as well as a classic, and now he's back fit. I compare my Joe Rodon and Ampadu. So I have a Leeds defensive stack. Who would have thought it? And then Dan James up front. It doesn't look like he's fully nailed, but whatever. It's all I have. And like I said, David Brooks in there as well. Yeah, this is purely an XP getter. Like, I'm not thinking that gets anything other than a bit of XP, which is fine. Like, these cards are meant for international break for me. Like, sorry, I don't really care what happens in, for Leeds. Like, I don't support Leeds or anything, but I would like to see them do well. Of course, from like a Sorare perspective. So yeah, that'll be my little XP collector in the Prem. Moving over to the Eredivisie, I have a little notification here. Ooh, someone just bought my Danny Ramage. Look at this, lads. Off the market. Shout out to Dogan 1989. 1 minute ago, I sold him for 30 quid. Amazing, we can get that on the old spreadsheet. Okay, that's great. So that means I'm definitely not playing La Liga this week, Bundesliga this weekend. So that's one sort of team I don't have to sort of worry about. Okay, let's build the Excelsior stack then first. They're away to Ajax. There's no way they're doing anything here. But again, a bit of an XP collector. The pressure's off. Like, I don't need to win every week with an Excelsior stack. That's just not what it's designed for. These lower league teams, if you've got stacks of them, they're not going to hit every week. But on the 1 or 2, maybe 3 times a year they do hit, you've just got to make it count. You have to have good collection bonus, good XP, good captain, of course, and then you've got to hope you're really high up in the leaderboard, right, to sort of scoop that cash up. As far as my Eredivisie stuff goes, I don't know whether I'm going to build out all 4 lineups here. Of course, I will be doing the duo connect as well. If you want to connect with me, link below for the Eredivisie. I will, because I do have a surplus of keepers, like in rare, they'll definitely be getting played in limited, no doubt. So yeah, I'll be giving this a good old go. I was just thinking there, Pasveer at home to Excelsior could be the starting point here for this lineup. As much as it pains me that I'm playing like a 49-year-old in goal, but I think it could be the play, to be honest. Let's go PSV. I've still got the Joey Veerman, which I sort of spent market credits on, and then I can use a classic card here, either Maro Jr. I could go Saibari, could go El Karauni. There's a couple of decent options. I think Saibari pairs nicely with the PSV boys, so I'm just going to go in with that. Ajax, PSV, and Feyenoord as like my main team. And then secondary team, I'll probably go with like a Groningen stack. Although Vyson is a bit dodgy, like he might not play, which is fine because I do have the backup. So as long as we know before, I could go with Taha here. And then I could go with Veerman. I've got the classic Veerman in there. That's pretty fun. Double Veerman for the secondary team. And then third team, we'll go with... Go ahead's away to Heracles. Obviously, they've got Giz, haven't they? Giz Hornkamp. Bielsa's at home to PSV. That's not great. Oh yeah, Wellenreuther. Yeah, of course. Why don't I play Wellenreuther? That is a stupid thing to not do, I guess. Kenny Taylor, Piersman, Perisic. This is turning out to be a good team. Yeah, I'm really happy with that. Under the cap as well. That is brilliant news for my third team. And then for the fourth team, let's go with... I've got one... Oh yeah, Oduro's injured, isn't he? That's a bit of a killer. Let's go with the go-ahead stack. Let's go ahead. So Kramer, Meulenstein. Ooh, Jacob Bream has a 10% indicator on it, meaning that like he maybe is fit. It doesn't mean he's going to play, of course. Well, highly likely he doesn't play actually, but just in case he does, or you know, the fact that he's fit again maybe is a really good sign. Who could I play as my extra player? Could go Heron-Veen. Let's do that. And then for the dual connect, let's go with... I'll do the like Excelsior stack. I'll just put that on its own. But I'm gonna see what else I can do with like, maybe Volendam keeper. What else have we got going on? I want to avoid the Excelsior boys for now. Let's go with Penentra, if that's how you say it. Tika de Jong, he could be okay. I guess I could, let's just use Cherry here. It's not a great team for the first one, but it's not terrible. And then Yunus Taha, maybe. Dylan Vente could be interesting as a classic. Yeah, let's just go Dylan. Actually, no. Mitchell Van Bergen makes more sense. At home to Fortuna. And then the classic card has to be in season. And so that is going to be... Let's just go Big Oliver. Give him the armband as well. I should have 4 lineups going out in Eredivisie Limited trying to hit the 380. So I can't promise they'll be unbelievable teams, but like, you know, they'll be of some use, I'd say. So like a decent amount of quality, let's call it. Yeah, let's go in with something like that. And then let's just do that. We'll play Alcarani in here because why not? And yeah, I'll see what the rest of the lineups will look like tomorrow, just with injuries and stuff. So that's Eredivisie out the way. Next up is Challenger. I don't have any MLS stuff going on right now. Now Challenger Super has been my kryptonite on Sorare. Like I literally cannot win there for love nor money. Despite like putting in good resources into it, I really am finding it tough. So yeah, find a winning formula here. But hopefully that lineup there in front of you can be it. All at home, bar the keeper, but the keeper's not in a terrible game. It's not like lopsided to the point where it's amazing, but it feels like fine. Like he could come out with a clean sheet, or like at worst, maybe a 15 AA or something might do us pretty nicely. And then for my extra player here, I know Maxime's a bit dodgy right now, but I am gonna just risk him just in case he does play. It's my secondary team, so it's like, if it doesn't come off, it doesn't come off. I'm going to do my main Challenger team for now. I've got a weird thing about Challenger right now. Ever since like getting to the 5th streak and obviously not hitting it, falling short, like it's just kind of knocked the wind out of me a little bit. And that's not to say like I still have some really good cards. I have the Portuguese players to sort of come back as well. Like I have the cards to sort of go on another run, but like get into the run. Just feels like it feels like it's never going to come. I'm going to go with that for my main team. Yeah, it just feels like it's never going to happen again, because like there was like a midweek in between, like to hit the 3rd streak, then I hit the 4th streak on the weekend, and then I was ready to hit the 5th streak, which of course didn't happen. So yeah, that was a killer. Like I really have it's just one of them, like having to start again. Like I'm literally starting again everywhere. I've got no streaks going on right now. These are my contender keepers. As you can see, I have nothing that's in season going to start, which normally can be fine if you've got 4 outfielders that are going to start, but I don't think I have that. Yeah, my forwards are a bit dodgy, so I have the right mind just to try, like what I did with that Danny Ramage. Like I'm not really interested in Bundesliga right now for some reason. Well, it's probably because I traded that middle stat. Like the Tolkien, I have a few okay players that might sell here that are in season, so I think I'm going to just sell all my contender cards that are in season, and then just keep the the classics for, you know, Arena or All-Star or whatever. Moving into Champion, I don't know, I just feel like if I'm not going to go all in a competition, meaning like at least one good lineup every week, maybe 2 or 3 or 4 if I'm really strong in like Challenger Rare or Eredivisie Rare, for example, like, what's the point playing it? And I know you have to start from somewhere, and you know those lineups sometimes can like collect XP and whatever, but I don't know, like I'm not a big contender boy. I just can't affiliate myself with it for some reason. I just don't like it. Let's fill out my best champion team then, because I'm really sort of trying to work out this weekend like what I want to do, if I want to sort of like take this 10,000 essence that I'll, you know, end up maybe accumulating over this next few days now. Do I take that and try and turn that into, I don't know, 15,000, 20,000 this weekend? You know, by just blasting out arenas left, right and center, maybe. I don't know, like I love playing arena over the international break because it just feels, I don't know, like most of the teams play at the same time and there's just less things to worry about. Like there's just less teams in general, isn't there? And you can do the elite arenas where you can't do the elite arenas on the weekends, which I think is annoying. Like you should be able to do the elite arenas on the weekend, I think, but you know, whatever, you can't. And so yeah, like I do want to play this weekend, but it's more a question of, do I prioritize it? Meaning like, am I going to play these type of players in arena, or am I going to play them in champion? You know, that's the conundrum. Whereas yeah, it's one of them where you go like, should these players, like, you shouldn't need to risk essence with these type of players to win more essence. Like I think these type of players in these type of game weeks could go out and win essence, you know, organically in champion, you know, or even a card per, you know, potentially. So yeah, like that's the conundrum, I guess. And then like the players sort of below this standard, then, you know, you could maybe use them in wherever, like you could use them in arena and stuff. Like these sort of like tier 1 players, let's call it, and above, like I'm not saying don't ever use them in arena, because I obviously have, but in game weeks like this where I'm like really confident that one team could do really well, you know, I have a right mind to just go, you know what, just see if that, you know, see if that goes out and does the business. Whereas I'm obviously risking essence to win more essence if I'm playing arena with those type of guys. So, but then you've got more chance of winning the essence back, you know, because you're playing the good guys in that. It's a bit of a head fuck. Now look at this, lads. For the first time this season, I've got 4 starting under 23 keepers for a weekend, which is mental for me, genuinely, because all season, like Layson has played, don't get me wrong. Tom de Graaf was playing, then he lost the spot, now he's back. Nazawa wasn't playing, and now he is playing. And Astrolaga, who's at Granada, is playing because Lucas Zidane is injured, the number 1 keeper, so he might have a few games in goal as number 1. So it's just hilarious because like I don't have the outfield players to like facilitate this, you know, like I don't have enough outfield and under 23 Super Rares to make this a reality, you know, and play them all. I have like 1 or 2, I could play like 1 or 2 lineups which look, you know, of a good standard, but like you see, like I have like 2 strikers, not 2 forwards, you know, so it becomes slim pickings quite quickly. But that's, you know, that could be lineup 1. I'll reserve lineup 2 for now because I'm quite tempted to go into arena with those. And then for under 23 rare, I guess it's probably a Dennis Simon week again, isn't it? Oduro's injured, both of those are injured. I'm trying to sell my Rocco Rios Novo if anyone wants an in-season one. Obviously they're still in the playoffs. Bazunu's back playing, yeah, of course. Bart's actually turned into a bit of a player again, lads. Look at this from Bart Verbruggen. Before that, it was absolutely dreadful, bless him. But he's gone on a bit of a run. So I'm really pleased for him. Let's build out our best under 23 rare team then. Smets at home to Mechelen, sounds amazing. Byram at home to Ghent also sounds pretty fun. We'll double up on Jordan James, as I've got both classics in under 23 and super rare. Oscar Glucher home to Excelsior, I fancy him to do pretty well there. Gianni Stoikers at home to Mechelen, again, sign me up for that. And then for the extra player, this might be a little bit trickier. Matsima could be a nice little extra player there. João Pedro away to Burnley is not terrible. Not terrible at all. But yeah, I think I'm going to go with Matsima, back to home fixture there. We'll give Smets the captain. I do like Smets a lot. So then, as far as All-Star goes, going back to the Arena All-Star sort of debate, I am gonna probably play one super rare all-star team, and then I'm not gonna play any rare for now. I'm gonna save. I think I'm gonna save it all for arena. For now, this is my thinking on Thursday. Things might change on Friday, but for now, this is how I feel like I'm gonna go in to the weekend and just give arena a bit of a blast with all my classic cards, and see what I can turn 5,000 essence into, or whatever, however much I sort of stake. We'll see what that looks like. Let's go Aylin away to Oxford. The Lord Vanaken at home. Brian Haynan's at home. Cucho Hernandez is at home. And then, of course, Maro Jr. will get the extra spot away to NAC, or NAC Breda, sorry. And yeah, lads, I think that's going to conclude the lineup building from this video. We've got Premier League lineup done. We've got the Duo Connect, the 2 Liga and Rares, the 2 La Liga lineups, not playing La Liga Connect there. Eredivisie is almost done. Well, all the rares are done. I just need to finish off the limited for the Connect. Challenger isn't all done. We need to do 3 more rare lineups there. I'm tempted to do a few more, maybe champion lineups. I have 2 D1s. I want to probably utilize them. I'm going to do another D1 rare lineup probably tomorrow, just after all the projections and stuff are in. Like I want to sort of just wait for that. But these are like my definite sort of placeholder lineups that probably don't move unless there's any training injuries or anything. If I missed anything here, I'm not going to play the Sorare Tour. Championship, same. La Liga, like I said, Bundesliga, Danny Ramage just sold. So, like, any Bundesliga in-season cards I have, I'm probably just going to bin them now and just try and sell them off. I don't think I have many, if any. I think I probably got 5 or 6 maybe. Oh yeah, these are classics. But yeah, as far as in-seasons go, what have we got? Christian Eriksen, okay, yeah. Thielman, I won. I crafted this guy. Hoyland, I crafted. Echeverry, I did buy. And then Buonani, I bought as well. He was originally part of my Nice collection, but then I opened him to be part of my Mittelstadt Stuttgart collection. So yeah, maybe I sell a couple of those, or try and sell them, because like I said, I've just not got it in me to play Bundesliga in season right now. Like if I won a Kimmich or something, if something big happened, then that might change. But right now, I've just not got the energy for it. And then there's same for contender as well. I do still have Nishikawa. I think he's still there, but like this is just not enough to get by. Like it's won me a couple of streaks I think now and again, but nothing of any substance. I brought these to him for U23 over the international break, and same for Placide, who's obviously the high T national team keeper. I'll probably just keep him because he is in season, but I don't think he even plays for Bastia now. So yeah, I'll hold him for the World Cup next summer. But yeah, that'll be probably what I'll do now once this video ends. Just list a few contender and Bundesliga cards, see if they sell for the weekend, and yeah, keep checking inside and stuff, checking player availabilities and probabilities and stuff. And yeah, looking forward to this upcoming weekend. Before I do go though, I will do a little cheeky giveaway. Leave a comment below, just let me know your Sorare gallery name, leave a nice comment. I guess it doesn't have to be nice, it can be whatever you want it to be. I've still got quite a few of these sort of Halloween edition cards left over that I'm happy to give away, some of them. In the comment section, like I said, leave your Sorare gallery name, just leave a like, leave a hype on the video as well if you're able to. It means the absolute world to me if you're still watching this video 40 minutes in. And yeah, appreciate you all massively. Good luck this upcoming weekend. And yeah, it feels good to be back. Hope you sort of share those feelings as well. And yeah, massive good luck this weekend, lads. I'll see you in episode 16.